All right, and here we go. Super C practice, same rules as Contra practice. Death on stage 1 or 2 gets us a reset. Anything after that, and we just live with it and try to finish the game. I'd like to complete 2 runs. Hopefully they will go more smoothly. We're just going to see, and I run the timer until the first death. I have another drink of water, and then we will and then we'll dive in. I am I am following along with the I am following along with the chat. I'm sorry, I just don't really have anything meaningful to add to the conversation. You haven't played Super C since the early 90s? I played Super C for the first time in September of this year, I think. September or October. It was really recent. I think I played Contra in August, and then I played Super C about a month later, so that would be September. It's hard to remember, and now I've played it, and now I feel like I've played it well over 100 times at this point. I've been playing Contra Rogue Core. It's going to be a long time before I work my way up to that game. At the rate that I'm going through the Contra games. A month or two ago on stream, yeah. Yeah, I know it wasn't that long ago. I mean, I never played any Contra games before I played the first one on stream a couple months ago, and I've only played all the way through these two, but I really love them. The game is tough, which falls in line for Contra. I mean, if it's gonna have the title of Contra, it it had better be tough. The one on the SNES is great. I'm looking forward to it. Contra 3 and the one on the Genesis too. I have both of them waiting for me. Just I kind of decided, you know, I want to complete some of these challenges before I move on. I want to get this when I get these Contra and Super C challenges done. I'm not exactly sure what I want to prioritize doing next. No. I'd like to do a deathless run through Castlevania with only the whip. Because I've done Castlevania with I've done Castlevania Deathless with sub weapons, but I mean it's kind of a very cheesy run, so I'd kind of like to do one without sub weapons. I think it'd feel a little bit more legitimate. Oh, but I want to do a whip only Castlevania run, but I also want to do a deathless run through Ninja Gaiden. I've really been sleeping on that one. I practiced it for a little while, but I haven't kept up with it, and that's a shame. Very, very slow helicopter fight. The OG Castlevania with no sub weapons at all. Now that's a challenge. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Greg. I'm thinking I want to try that. It's very scary. Oh, disastrous. Completing Ninja Gaiden normally is challenge enough, isn't it? It would be for me. It's tough. Actually, Ninja Gaiden, the thing is, so Ninja Gaiden is 6 stages, I think. The first 4 stages, doing the first 4 stages in one life, I think will not be that hard. Um, I mean, I've never done it, but I think it'll be pretty easy to get those stages mastered. But stages 5 and 6, oh man, they're gonna be a real challenge. So I don't know. That's it's something I want to try to do, but it's a challenge that might be beyond me. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up here and get caught up a little bit. First Contra game is my favorite one. It's the main reason I bought the Contra Anniversary Collection last week. Yeah, I think Super C. I think I like Super C better than the first Contra myself, but I think excuse me. I think that most people that have shared their thoughts on it have agreed with you that they like the first one better. But I think I like Super C better. Reading about an actor from the Resident Evil movie left his Instagram because people are harassing him. It's annoying when fans get toxic. I hadn't heard about that. That's sounds like a shame. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, Derek. Some people just complain about anything, no matter how trivial. Yeah, there people just want to be people. People just want to be outraged about everything. Ah. Bel Air Jeff, welcome in. Sup the local Frowntown clowns and the circus conductor, the man, the myth, the legend, Agent Frownie. I appreciate the hype, Jeff. It's good to see you. We're trying to get some Super C practice in. My Contra practice didn't go very smoothly. So I'm hoping for something better now at the hoping for something better now at the Super C practice. Where are you with your Castlevania marathon? Did you finish Aria yet? No. Super C practice is going very poorly. Uh, oh, you're onto the PlayStation 2 now. I own both of the PlayStation 2 Castlevanias, but I've never played either of them. Doing a speed run, Frownie? I wish I was doing a speed run. Instead I'm doing the opposite. I'm kind of just jogging in place tonight with this game. My apologies, friends. I'm sorry I'm putting you through the first level of this game so much. Should be interesting. Haven't tested if it even works yet. I have no idea what I'm getting into. Want to see the two N64 Castlevania games added to Switch Online? Never beat them. Would be cool. They're fun games. Castlevania 64. I really love Castlevania 64. Agent Frownie and I are supposed to race Castlevania 64 someday. I would be up for it. I would be up for it, Jeff. Any excuse to play Castlevania 64 again, I'll take it. I love that game. Good idea. Never played them, but want to someday. Nothing I'm doing in this game makes any sense tonight. So when I was writing out the schedule for this week for the Discord, I was sitting there, I was thinking about all the games that we've started up that I haven't finished, and there's not a lot. Well, there's kind of a lot. There are like 10 games, I think, that we've started but haven't finished yet. You know, most of them are in regular rotation, but there are a couple that are kind of like have fallen by the wayside, especially on the Switch. Since I usually keep the Switch upstairs, so like whenever I want to stream, whenever I want to play something on the Switch, I've got to bring it all the way downstairs. So that's kind of what keeps me from making progress in those games. And also, all the games that I'm working on the Switch are so impossibly difficult. On the Switch, we've got Jump King, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, and Haunted Castle are three of the games that I've started up that we haven't finished. And each of them is Each of them is so hard. Did you finish Hercules? No, I'm still working on Hercules. We're actually gonna do Hercules tomorrow. Tomorrow night we're gonna work on Star Tropics and Hercules. I'm really enjoying Hercules. I'm thinking Hercules could be like a hidden gem on the Nintendo 64. I'm feeling like I'm really happy about that with that game. Sorry, I'm kind of behind on the chat when I've got the timer running. It's difficult to keep up. Jump King, one of the reasons it's really hard to go back to Jump King is so we've done 2 Jump King streams, and the first time I played it, we made some really good progress. And the second time I played it, I erased 100% of my progress. The second stream ends. The second stream ends at the very start of the game, and just that, to me, that's just so perfect and so funny that it makes it hard to play the game again, because I kind of just want to leave it like that. But it is actually a really fun game, so we'll make it all the way to the top. We'll make it all the way to the top eventually. Maybe that's what we'll do on Thursday. I don't know. I left Thursday on the Thursday is blank on the schedule, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to put something on the Switch on Thursday or if I want to start something new. So, because we're going to be wrapping up some of these things pretty soon, I think. We're getting close to the end of Mission Impossible. I don't think Hercules is going to take too much longer. I got so lucky there. I didn't expect you to like Hercules so much. I didn't expect to like Hercules so much. I thought it was going to be an awful experience, but it's pretty good. The writing in it's really funny. No. I thought it had a reputation for being a pretty awful game, but I mean Castlevania Castlevania 64 has a reputation for being a pretty awful game, and I love that. So same with Zelda 2. I love Zelda 2. Mickey Mouse win. I think I made it to the last boss in Mickey. If you're talking about Mickey Mousecapade, I think I made it to the last boss. I do want to beat that game. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure because I've never played the whole game all the way through, but the the furthest I got in the game was at a boss, and it felt very last boss to me. I don't think I've ever gone up the left-hand side on this level. You like a lot of games with bad reputations? Oh, that's terrible. Well, we have died. We're gonna keep going, but I'm gonna actually like read some of the chat now. Uh, I've missed so much. Practice for the next event. I think we should start with the carry run. Why should we start with the carry run, Jeff? Carry is easy mode. I've been playing SMTV on hard mode off stream. and it's really hard. What is SMTV? I don't know what that is. Greg's been playing Skyward Sword or The Witcher 3, occasionally Metroid Dread. I want to play Metroid Dread. I just haven't picked up a copy of it. Skyward Sword I haven't played. Witcher 3 I played a little bit of. That game is just too big for me though. Derek says I need Skyward Sword. Did you ever play the original version? No. Jeff says I hate the last third of Skyward Sword. Haven't played any of it. You never played it because of the Wiimote. You're loving the normal button controls. Yeah, I don't even own a copy of Skyward Sword. It's one of the few Zelda games I don't have a copy of. It might be actually Skyward Sword might be the only official Zelda game I don't own. Looking forward to the regular controls in Skyward Sword. Games like Super C are too fast paced to turn your attention away from it for too long. Exactly. You liked the new Resident Evil movie? I saw a trailer for it the other day. I think that I'll probably see it when it's streaming for free or very cheap. All right. All right. Well, let's see if we can make it through the rest of the game at least. I think I've only made it through stage 4 without losing a life once. I'm actually am not even 100% sure if I've made it through the entire stage without losing a life. I know that I've made it to the boss without losing a life, and I know that I've beaten the boss without losing a life, but I don't know if I've ever done both things at once. How much health does that? How much health does that laser have? Ah, it's all falling apart. This is some bad practice tonight. Oh. I love the background. I know I say it all the time, but I love the colors of the clouds. Sort of purple and turquoise. They're wonderful. Whoa! I knew that was going to be close, but whoa. Oh no. I thought after the last level, I thought we were turning things around. This is not good. Why am I doing so bad? Go away, blue guy, go away. No. Why can't we all just get along? Yeah, it's a... I don't know. I'm in the same situation I was last time. I want that power up. Oh, we might not even make it through this, we might not even make it through this game tonight. Every time I get here, I don't have any lives left. Those mouths are really ruining my night. Among other things. Oh. Oh yeah, there's another boss. No, I got a power up. Ah, what a way for things to end. You don't even remember this level? Level 7 is a... Level 7 is a very troublesome level. Ah. Level 6 is the hardest level in the game, but I think that level 7 can be a close second, especially if you, you know, if you're trying for Deathless. Well, I don't know that I really want to start another run. I'm going to, because I want to. Clearly I need the practice. So we're gonna try for one more run. That's gonna count. That's gonna count as our first run. I know it didn't go all the way through it, but I'm calling that an attempt. So we're gonna try and see if we can get one more off the ground. If I haven't made it out of level 2 by the next 15 minutes, then maybe we'll just go ahead and wrap this one there, but let's hope for the best. No. I also love that purple and orange sunset in the background on this level. Super C. Super C has some great color choices. Alright, come on, let's take the helicopter out quickly this time. Or maybe not. Oh, this is not good. This is the opposite of quick. It'd be nice to have a controller that handled diagonals better for this game. Woo. Welcome in. I think that says Vance Velez. Welcome in, Vance. Happy to have you here. I've gotta get to your message as soon as I get somewhere that it's safe to take my eyes off the screen. Ah, I didn't want to open any of the capsules. I admire streamers who sticks with their theme. Frowns all over the channel. Thank you. So Agent Frownie as a concept, I'm not gonna reset. We're just gonna keep going. I've been having such a rough night. We're just gonna keep going to get the practice in. Agent Frownie as a concept comes from high school. I had my best friend in high school was this guy who always had he always had bad luck in really sort of harmless and amusing ways. He was just I like to say that he was the kind of guy that if he dropped his toast, it would always land butter side down. And in I think it was in our calculus class, I started drawing these little comic strips with this character who was just a frowny face with arms, who would show up in the comments, who would show up in the comics and torment my friend as sort of the explanation for why he always had bad luck. And we called this character Agent Frownie. And because I was always making bad jokes that would annoy my friend, Agent Frownie over time just became more and more associated with me. We sort of had this idea that I was like a werewolf, and I would transform into Agent Frownie in order to annoy my friend. Oh, I died. The timer shouldn't be running anymore. Save time to take your eyes off the screen in a Contra game. Probably going to read this message in 2022 then. Even when you think it's safe, it's never safe. Hey, thank you for the follow, Vance. Much appreciated, my friend. I have a folder with a whole bunch of those comics that my friend and I drew. I still have a lot of them in a folder, and someday I'll get around to scanning and sharing some of them in the Discord. So basically, you're some of the best luck your friend ever had, manifested as a comic book character of the worst luck he's ever had. You're a double agent. Nicely put. You're welcome. Hanging out here has been fun so far. Glad to hear it. Nothing like an origin story. I figure if I explain it enough times, eventually I'll develop a nice, succinct way of summarizing where Agent Frownie came from. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Hope your weekend has treated you well, my friend. Contra and Super C have been very rough tonight. Like my last practice session of each of these games went so well, and now tonight has been such a train wreck. I used up so much good luck last time. The tank is empty. Ooh. Have I died on level 4? I don't remember. Are we gonna make it through without a death? That's a rare treat. Could still all go wrong. Ooh, maybe not now. Alright, well there was something good. Vance Velez gets it. Make it a secret meat reward for the Agent Frownie origin story. That's kind of a funny idea, but I've told it in so many streams already. Oh, the thoughtlessness. The thoughtlessness. Level 5 is no level to be dying on. I'm guessing this is no power-ups run. Yes, exactly. You're correct. So I've been practicing Super C and Contra sort of simultaneously. I've been practicing them with no power-ups because I want to be able to do it in one life. I've done the Deathless run in both games with power-ups, and so now I'd like to be able to do it with no power-ups. It's quite the challenge. I've managed a 1 credit clear in each game with no power-ups a couple times. But the 1 life clear is still a ways off. And like I said earlier, it feels especially far away tonight. After I do a deathless no power-ups run, I'm going to switch modes and try to do a deathless all power-ups run. And then after I do that in both games, I'll finally be able to play Contra 3. That'll be my reward. Oh, I got something in my throat. Sorry to cough at you like that. Variation I like to play in NES Contra is the Contra Fun Run. F weapon only. Oh my. I like the F weapon in Super C. The F weapon in the first Contra I'm not crazy about. That part's going to be this part right here where those capsules fly up on either side. That's going to be, I think that's going to be the trickiest part of the all-power run. In the first Contra, I think the trickiest part of the all-power run is going to be on the snow level, where 3 capsules fly by at once. Making the decision not to use S in Contra or Super C is always such a gutsy decision. That's why your run is so fun to watch. Thank you, I appreciate it. I feel like that I really push my viewers' patience to the limits sometimes. Grinding through a whole lot of attempts of the same games over and over again. Especially when I'm not doing very well. So it's always very nice to hear. It's always very nice to hear that people are enjoying themselves. So I'd never played a Contra game before until just a couple months ago. I played the first Contra and immediately fell in love with it. And I actually like Super C even more than the first Contra. Though they're both wonderful. And so I kind of made the decision then to try these challenge runs in each of the games. And to try and complete these challenges before I move on so that I kind of get the most out of them. And it'll make the series last a while, for a good long while for me too. I think I have in my collection, I think I have every Contra game that was released on cartridge, except for Contra Force. Which I'm okay with, because it's wicked expensive and it looks wicked terrible. It's another explanation for all the frownies. I know. I just know when I'm really seriously on the deathless grind that getting through all these scorpions is gonna be so hard. I'm gonna lose so many runs here. I do not envy future Frownie. He's gonna have a lot to put up with. No. If you tried to buy Contra Force and you got Contra 4 instead, you ended up with a much better deal. Hey, Frownie, do you play electric guitar too? I do a little bit. I have, so I own 4 electric guitars, but put an asterisk by that number. Because what I have a Korean-made Alvarez Telecaster. That's okay. It's from the 90s, I think. And I have a very nice Fender Telecaster with P90 pickups that was Mexican made, and I really love that guitar. And then I have a 2 Pee-wee guitars. A Les Paul and a Flying V. But they're like children's guitars. Hence the asterisk. I don't have a good amplifier yet though. The only amp I have is this really tiny practice amp, and it's awful. So someday I'll save up and buy a nice sort of lower intermediate tier amplifier, and then I'll be all set. Oh, we made it through. We made it through Super C. Practice complete. Oh man, it really felt like like practice tonight. Like it felt like a chore to get through these games, unfortunately. I really love these games, but man, they were rough. They were rough on me tonight. I just borrowed my dad's guitar. I think it's a Stratocaster clone of sorts. It's one thing I want to try musically that requires a guitar sound. Easier to play. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure which one that's in. That's in reference to. My. If you're talking about my Fender being easier to play than my Alvarez, or my Pee Wee guitars being easier to play. I just picked those up because someone was selling them real cheap, and it was kind of an impulse thing. I've been looking at how I might get the 70s disco sound, but also the 80s mildly grungy type sound, and it looks like a Stratocaster was the right fit. So, yeah. The thing about electric guitars is that it's really your amplifier that does most of the work. You can kind of make any electric guitar do close to any sound that you want. There are, of course, like there's like certain pickups do certain sounds better. But you can get close to any sound with any electric guitar if you have the right amp and or pedals. You can get a passable version of it. I'm gonna be plugging into my PC and using virtual amps and effects. But again, I'm not the best person to come to with electric guitar questions though, because I'm really a novice when it comes to electric guitar. Acoustic is what I've played most of my life, and even when I play on an electric guitar, I really don't take advantage of its electric properties very much. I still play it with a very like acoustic mindset. Essentially, I have no idea what I'm doing. There doesn't seem to be a whammy bar on this thing. Thank you for the GGs. Thank you. Thank you, Vance. Multiverse Explorer. Welcome in, Explorer. Thank you for the magic bean. We'll enjoy that. Let me hit the start button so that the game makes some noise while I'm chin wagging. I was hoping that would be the case, to be honest, because I have a whole host of virtual amps on my music software. I know absolutely nothing. I'll be finding my way through this, even if I have to play individual notes and layer them all afterward. All right, so let's have a bean. Let's hope it's a good one. I need a reward. Don't I deserve a reward after suffering through my Contra practice tonight? Well, I was just gonna eat that one that fell out, but then it went on the floor somewhere, and I'm not gonna hunt it down right now. So we're gonna eat this one. Oh, I can't win with this bean. I should have picked that one up off the table before it fell on the floor. This one is rotten egg or buttered popcorn, and both flavors are disgusting. So no matter what it is, I'm gonna hate it. It's custom GameCube controller color. Even worse. It's egg. Egg is worse than milk. uh, the egg bean is worse than the milk bean. The rotten egg bean is your favorite, Mile High Rule? You're a monster. Well, now that nightmare's over. Now that nightmare's over, I'll just allow me to step away for a brief moment, my friends. I'm going to take a very quick BRB. I'm going to get the console switched over, we're move over to the Super Nintendo. We're going to start up a new playthrough of Donkey Kong. Excuse me, we're going to start up a new playthrough of Donkey Kong Country. I want to find all the secrets this time. Yes, Popcorn is. I intentionally misinterpreted you. For comedic effect. So, once again, thank you my friends for struggling through Super C with me. Hopefully this practice is going to pay off, and we will enjoy the glory of the deathless no power run soon. But I appreciate you being here on the journey toward that goal. And yeah, if you just want to hang around a moment, I will be right back with you for some DKC.